Highways to Nowhere, The Enigma of Jim Sullivan. We're going on a journey through one of the strangest mysteries in music history, the disappearance of Jim Sullivan, a singer-songwriter with a haunting sound, whose music was overshadowed by even greater mystery, his unexplained vanishing in the deserts of New Mexico. This presentation will explore 4 major chapters of his life: his story, his early life, musical career, disappearance, and lasting legacy. As we piece together his past, we will ask the same question many have pondered for decades. Did Jim Sullivan walk away from his life, or did something more eerie occur? Born in 1940 in San Diego, California, Jim Sullivan grew up in a working-class family with dreams of something bigger. A tall and striking figure, standing at 6 feet 4 inches tall, he was a natural athlete, even playing college football before shifting his focus toward music. Inspired by folk, rock, and country, his songs often spoke of deserts, loneliness, and unexplained forces. These themes would later take on a chilling significance in his story. Living in Los Angeles, Sullivan found work in bars and clubs, playing for small audiences, including Hollywood figures like actor Dennis Hopper. But fame eluded him until 1969, when he recorded an album that would become the centerpiece of his legend. In 1969, Jim Sullivan released his debut album, UFO. It was eerie, soulful record that combined folk, rock, and psychedelic elements. The title track, UFO, and songs like Jerome and Rosie were filled with themes of isolation, lost travelers, and cosmic mysteries. Despite his talent, Sullivan's music did not gain commercial success. He struggled to find a mainstream audience, even after releasing a second album in 1972. His dreams of musical fame were slipping away, and frustration set in. Then in 1975, Sullivan made a decision that would seal his fate. With his career failing, he packed his car and set off alone for Nashville, hoping for a fresh start. But he never arrived. The mysterious disappearance. On March 6, 1975, Jim Sullivan checked into the La Mesa Hotel in Santa Rosa, New Mexico. He was restless. Instead of staying the night, he left his motel room and drove into the desert. His abandoned Volkswagen Beetle was found the next day, perfectly intact. His wallet, guitar, clothes, and personal items were inside, untouched, but Jim Sullivan was gone. Despite extensive searches, no trace of him was ever found. No body, no clues, just unanswered questions. Some believe he disappeared willingly, choosing to walk into the wilderness and start a new life. Others suggest he was murdered, caught up in something sinister. And then there's the strangest theory: was he abducted by something otherworldly? His album UFO contained haunting lyrics about leaving behind the world and traveling into the unknown. Had he predicted his own fate, or was it just a coincidence? For years, Jim Sullivan was forgotten, an obscure musician with a vanishing act more famous than his music. Then in 2010, a label rediscovered his album UFO and reissued it. Suddenly, his music gained a cult following, with listeners obsessed not just with his songs, but with his disappearance. Today, Jim Sullivan's work is admired for its haunting beauty, and his name is whispered among music lovers who love a good mystery. His records are streamed by a new generation, making him more famous now than he ever was alive. Yet his fate remains unknown. His family never got closure, and his story exists only in speculation, rumor, and whispers of the desert wind. Jim Sullivan was a man choosing something, a dream, a new life, or perhaps something none of us can explain. What happened on that desert highway remains one of the music's greatest mysteries. Did he walk away? Was he taken? Or did he vanish into something beyond our comprehension? All we know is that Jim Sullivan left behind a voice, one that still echoes in the airwaves. His music remains, even as he disappeared. So thank you for listening to the story of Jim Sullivan. Have a good day, guys.